care of furniture going from Bend, Oregon to Fresno, California. First job of the stream. Gonna be here for another 2 hours, just like the European Truck Simulator 2 stream from yesterday. Looking pretty good right now. Get myself on this road and get this job started. And I'll be showing the trailer in a minute as I have a double trailer. I'll pull it up in one moment. So we got a double trailer, Home Depot. There we go. Working it out. Get this job going. And for those tuning in, we're doing a double trailer right now tonight, and it's going to be from Home Depot, and it's furniture. It's going from Bend, Oregon, and we're going to Fresno, California. So for those tuning in, this job pretty much has already been on track for 12 minutes. Doing pretty good right now. It's pretty much two trailers. Right now we're just cruising. Just gonna sit back here and relax. Just take it on. Take it as it is right now. I sure am not, Snowy. I sure am not. Final Fantasy. Last time I actually played Final Fantasy, pretty much 10 and 10-2. That was the end of my extent. Pretty much for me, RPGs, the only other RPG I'm playing right now is Octopath Traveler for one of my friends. So I'm not really big on that genre, but I do love my Octopath Traveler. That is a pretty good game, solid story, solid controls right now. I think I started that earlier last year. Still going with it right now. I have not played any of the earlier Final Fantasies. I've never played the first Final Fantasy, never played any of the ones before 7. I know that they have a collection right now, remaster collection on Steam. I haven't done anything with that. One of my friends, he's played all of them from the collection. He loves it. I'm not sure if that's something I will be doing, but when I did play Final Fantasy 7 and 10 and 10-2, I did enjoy those games and their story, the characters, everything about those worlds. They were enjoyable, but it wasn't to the point where I was, completely hooked on Final Fantasy. It wasn't really my thing. My thing has always usually been racing and F1 stuff for that matter. And shooters. But then again, you already know that because me and you already met on Arma and stuff like that. The only racing, for me, the racing would just be like Project Cars 2 and Dirt Rally and F1. Pretty much those, not like the street racing or the Horizon. For me, it was mostly more leaning towards the simulation. Yeah. Like, I would love to play my new F1 game, but I don't have the space to really set up my driving setup for that. I got my driving setup for my trucking, but I don't have my setup for racing my cars. So I got the F1 2020, but I haven't really been able to play it much. If anything, I'd probably have to play that with a controller for the time being. And that's also the other reason I stopped doing my dirt rally a year or two ago. I had my injury to my hand, and pretty much I just stopped racing. But now that I'm back on here in gaming and stuff, I would love to get back into dirt and back into F1. I think those two games, I'll have to do my racing once I, get my home and everything with my girlfriend and stuff like that. Like down the road, once I have the home, I'll have the whole setup, and then I can go from there. So pretty much those games, not really touching those games right now. But if I do touch them, it'd probably just be with a controller right now, and that's not really, what I really want to do. I really want to learn how to actually, play the games with the steering wheel, how it feels with the real wheel instead of, the sticks. But I'll see what happens, because I did like the new F1 2020, and I do miss racing, so that is my thing to answer your question. right now, it's my trucking, my armor, and any of the other various games that I'll join you and everybody else in playing every now and then. Like, I still get into a variety of different games, so, but you know that, you already know me. Same as I know I gotta get back in that Ready or Not with you and everybody else again, because I know they're doing their January updates to that game, and I'm impressed with the January updates. I'm just gonna keep waiting for them to flesh out more of the campaign, flesh out more of the controls, flesh out more of the customization for each of the officers and the battery ram. Yeah, that was really fun. I'm glad that I'm glad that me and you were actually playing that game real tactical, not trying to go fast and fast and loose and whatnot. Usually when I play with random people, they've actually been really good. Oh, wait just a second. Excuse me. My apologies, I had to sneeze there. But when I played with random people on Ready or Not so far, it's been pretty good. Like, I haven't run into any people that were trying to just be, jerks and play it like Call of Duty. Like, the people have really been using the voice controls and everything. They've been giving the commands and working together. So, just been playing with some randoms. That was pretty good so far. And then I went back, I played the car dealership by myself. I got a B on that one. I think I got like a B- or a B+. I accidentally shot one of my teammates in the back because I was throwing the stinger, and one of the enemies went to go fire, and I went to go shoot at him, and one of the AI targets was like walking in front of me, and he just like got right back in front of my view, and I'm like, okay, well, that's cool. And then I went back, did the Twisted Nerve level, and I got like an A+ on that one. So I'm trying to get the S, but I killed one of the targets, so one of the guys I had to kill, and it didn't give me the perfect S rank because it was like, I looked at the goals and it was like, oh, you have to arrest all the targets, and I was like, well, I got everybody except for one person that did not want to cooperate with, and I literally threw in CS gas, and I had the AI throw in a flashbang, and he didn't cooperate, and we came into the room, he had the Tech 9. He shot at us, we shot him, he went down, he didn't die, but he was just incapacitated, but it was like, well, you didn't arrest him, so you didn't get the perfect S, and I was like, alright, that's cool, that's cool. Yeah, it's really good, but yeah, the enemies and the civilians, they just need a little bit more work, because I went back on GOG and I played my SWAT 4, and it's just a hell of a lot better with the AI civilians on SWAT 4 than on Ready or Not. So I know they're gonna fix it, because it's like, why are you running from me? And first of all, I just pepper sprayed you in the face. You're being too resistant for someone that literally got pepper sprayed more than once. I hit this person, hit him 3 times in the face, and he still wouldn't just cooperate. But if I hit somebody once or twice on SWAT 4, they'll give up after the second time. Like, they will be resilient and resist you, but then eventually they will just give up. But on Ready or Not, this one dude was just running around like it was nothing. So I just said, all right, well, I'll just keep spraying, and eventually, the person stopped running. He ran into like one of the doors that I literally blocked with a wedge, and then he backed up into me, and I just sprayed him again, and then he finally gave up. I guess he just got tired of running through areas of the house that I blocked off, and he was just like, oh yeah, let me just run back this. Oh, you're in my face. Never mind, I give up now. And I was like, okay. See, but I didn't carry the taser. I normally don't carry the taser. I give the taser to my AI on SWAT 4, and I let the AI shoot the taser. I always bring the lethal weapons except for pepper spray. Like, all of my weapons are lethal, because I'm more like, I would rather shoot you than get killed or have my SWAT team get killed. So I'm just packing more lethal stuff than non-lethal. Like, the pepper spray was literally the only thing I carried in SWAT 4, and it's the only thing I carried when I was playing with you and other guys that night. So it was literally, okay, you had the shield, and it was easy because you had the shield and I just had flashbangs. So I was just like, look, I'm going to flashbang all over the place. So I'm just going to flashbang all over the place, and it worked out for me and you. But I know when I play with the AI, the AIs, they don't know how to use the taser. There's no commands for the AI to use the taser or the battering ram. So I've used the taser in the training, and I like it. It looks very effective. It's very believable. I like the fact that it actually gives off that nice electric charge when it hits the person. Everything looks very believable. It's just that I haven't carried it as my backup. I've just carried my pistol, so my sidearm has just been with me the entire time. Maybe when they actually make the game, you know, maybe like around June or towards the summer when we get to the second quarter, when they actually start, you know, throwing down more mods for more modifications to the game and updates, then I'll come back to it and I'll probably try to taser, because they'll probably have better AI for the SWAT. I'll probably trust them a little bit more, you know, so I can actually mess around with the taser. What I'm delivering right now is furniture. I'm delivering furniture from Bend, Oregon, and it's going to Fresno, California. So I'm in California now. It should be Fresno. Let me see. Yeah, I was right. It's Fresno. I'm in California already. I'm still up here in Redding. I just came from Bend, Oregon, working my way down here, and then I will probably take another job from here and probably work my way either to New Mexico, or I may do a job that'll work my way out here. Or I may just, you know, just say forget it and I'll just come all the way back up here, because I do like Oregon and Washington. These are my two favorite states, so I may just come back up into these two states. It's pretty much up to whatever job catches my eye, but I'll let you know once I get to that. Well, you only do Boca to LA? Probably. So what happens once I get to Fresno, I'll give my driver a rest. I'll refill the truck. I'll see what jobs are in Fresno, and then I guess I'll let you guys pick which one you want me to do, and then we'll just go from there. I'll go down the list, and then we'll go from there once I finish the job. Because I pretty much just try to do a job that just takes me through a couple states. Because I'm only doing 2-hour streams, so I usually just try to do jobs that, you know, will last a 2-hour stream. So if you find something that you want me to drive and, you know, do that job, then I'll just do that job. And we'll just go from there. Well, just let me know what job you want me to do, Snow. I'll show you the list once I get ready to pick the next job, and then we'll just go from there. And then I'll just drive it, because I'm here until 1 in the morning. So for me, it's 11:25, looking pretty good right now, PM Eastern. So I got plenty of time right now. That, depending on the job you pick, you know, it might just take me the rest of the stream. Because usually if it's like something from like California to New Mexico, that's pretty much, you know, mostly the whole stream. Sometimes if I do New Mexico all the way to Washington, that's also technically the whole 2-hour stream too. So those type of jobs literally would just be like, yep, you're just only doing one job for the stream, that's it. That's all you're doing. So we will all see what the job list will give us once I finish this one. And also, I have to repair my truck. It looks like my truck's icon has some damage. I didn't repair it before I started the stream. Normally, it's just regular wear and tear on the wheels and on the axles. It's just like superficial damage, that type of stuff, just the usual. It's probably going to be like $200, $300 to repair, and then I'll go about my day. But I will give the driver rest. I will refuel my truck and repair it, and then go about this business. Let's see here. And for those that don't know, normally when I have 2 trailers or 3 trailers, there is no precision parking. For those larger, longer trailers, it's usually I gotta park in a spot that's just in the open. Excuse me. And then I just, you know, drop off the trailers. So there is no precision parking for either 2 or triple trailers. The only precision part of the driving I've come across with the triple and the doubles is pretty much just, you know, handling traffic, handling the roads, handling tight turns, that type of stuff, making wide turns, you know, to get onto tight roads and all of that. Just the usual stuff. Giving yourself a wide berth because you have a longer, it's pretty much like you're a train. You just have a longer length carrying behind you, and you just gotta make sure you got that long length, you know, accounted for when you're making your turns and, you know, getting on the highway, that type of stuff, especially in the rain. I've noticed the one state that I do not like with doing triples and double trailers is Utah. They have very, honestly, I'm gonna be very honest. They have confusing roads to me. Like, some of their lanes are on the left-hand side of the road. Some of their lanes are on the right-hand side. Like, they have lanes that just crisscross and come across each other. And I know, Snowy, you was there when I showed you that one boulevard in Utah that had that big church. And nothing made sense on that whole road. It was just like, you're on the left side of the road. Now you're on the right side of the road. Now there's a church. And yeah, you remember? Yeah, you remember? Yeah. I went back and I watched that stream, and it was just so ridiculous, man. Because I was like, "What are they doing? I don't know what they're doing in Utah. I'm gonna leave it alone. Like, I'm not gonna say nothing else. But I did that job, and you watched me, and nothing made sense on that road. So I just said, I'm not doing any triples or double trailers in that state. I will not do that on my stream. I'll do it when I'm playing by myself just to get better at it, but I'm not gonna bring it up in a stream because it. To be very honest, it honestly just pisses me off. Like, I have the patience, of any regular person, but everything in that area just honestly just annoys me, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna get annoyed. I'm just not gonna do it. But yeah, other than that, I do like doing the double and the triple trailers. It is a lot of fun getting used to practicing with these trailers now. The only thing I have to really work on still is if you have to, like, reverse. Because I still don't understand the mechanics of how to reverse with triple or double trailers. So I would have to go on Google, on YouTube. I would have to just, like, research them, and then I would have to just mess around with it myself off stream. But for right now, I mostly just get around it by not messing up the first time. So if I have, like, any tight roads and stuff like that, for the most part, I really just try not to mess up at all, so I don't have to deal with it. There we go. Are you gonna switch lane? Yeah, you're gonna speed up. Okay, good. But yeah, I digress. I know getting back to the earlier conversation, ready or not, I'm really praying that game continues, the developers continue on the path that they're going, because that game is actually, it's coming along nicely. Like, I miss the old school Rainbow Six I used to play when I was younger, back in the late 90s, and that was a lot of fun. Like, you had the full customization for the weapons, for the loadouts, for the uniforms, for your operators. And yeah, in Vegas 2, yeah, I had Vegas 1, and I had Vegas 1 I bought outright. Vegas 2 was on my hard drive, and those are the last two Rainbow Sixes I actually played. But if I go back to one of my older computers that still has a CD drive, I would pull out my old Rogue Spear. I still have my old Rogue Spear. Yeah, I remember that. It shows up on your uniform in Vegas 2. Yup, that was beautiful. I miss those days, because that was when they were still trying to be very tactical, and they were still trying to give you, the map, and the abilities to breach the room in different ways, and then after that it just kind of petered off. And I want them to bring that level of tactical simulation back. That's why I'm really glad that Ready or Not is still proceeding on schedule. It feels just like SWAT 4, man. I love the realism that they're really trying to bring. I hope that they don't lose sight of the realism, and that they actually do continue to make it very gritty. Because they were talking about, well, they don't want to bring in kids or too much women and this and that, and it's like, but this is stuff that operators have to deal with in real life, and it's like, if you're letting people know this is a mature title, this is what it is, and you're doing it, that's for the people that know, yes, this is a mature title, these SWAT operators are doing this, they have to deal with it. Like, the fact that there's that little girl on the bed in the first map, I was like, yeah, that makes sense, because there is going to be kids involved. There is going to be situations that are going to be completely, really messed up, and you have to handle that as an operator, and it's like, how do they do it? How do you portray that? And I'm actually hoping that they continue doing what they have to do and keep everything that they said they were going to do with the franchise. Now, there is a topic I can't talk about on my stream, but I know Snow, me and you will talk about that later on when we get into like another TeamSpeak day. But right now, I'm very impressed with that game. I'm liking it right now. Also, yeah, I do agree with you. Yeah, after they finished Vegas 1 and 2, Rainbow Six just fell off. Like if Tom Clancy, exactly, yeah, like if Tom Clancy was still around, I'm gonna go into this lane. If Tom Clancy was still around, I would love to see, what games they actually would be pushing out, because it just kind of feels like they have been petering off, and it's like it feels like they're getting away from his visions, from his books, and I'm just like, no. Tom Clancy was always trying to reach out to the operators. He was always reaching out to the specialists. He was always getting consultation from people that were in those specific fields that he wrote about when he made his books. And I'm just like, okay, why aren't you keeping true to that with the video games? It's like Ubisoft just falls off and they just want to make certain things arcadey. And then the fact that we have an indie company, finally giving us Ready or Not, it really hurts. It really hurts that an indie company comes along and they're making a game that's better than any of these AAA title companies that have the licenses to make these type of games, and they're just like fumbling hard. Like, why? Like, I understand you want to make arcadey games and shooters and stuff. That's cool, but you should probably just make some for those people and then make another title for the ones that want tactical, or just make one game that has full-on tactical, and then has the arcadey one. If you want to go in there and just mess around and dick around and whatnot, that's cool. And then if you want to play the mode where it's actually complete on full realism, I would be fine with that. But that might be too much work. That might be, I might be talking about something that wouldn't be feasible, and they just have to make a whole game from scratch, and it has to be one way or the other. And I'm just more leaning towards the people that do complete realism.
Turn left.
So, I will continue. Long story short, I will continue to watch Ready or Not as it progresses. I'm going to take this lane hard and wide. There we go. Let me see what you just said there. I got time to read. Yeah, especially Wildlands and Breakpoint. Like, a lot of people were just utterly disgusted with Breakpoint. I loved Wildlands. Like, I played Wildlands with you, and Don and Bell, and I loved that. And then Breakpoint came along, and they just totally just ripped on everything that they did right. Everything that they did right with Wildlands. And they just forgot about it. And it was just like, okay, here's Breakpoint. I'm like, that's no. But also, just like you said, those Ghost Recons weren't like the original Recon. I was around as a teenager when they had the 2000 Ghost Recon plus the expansion packs, and I played those. Those were the Ghost Recons I grew up with. That was the realism. Like, that was the ones where you really felt like you was literally sweating. Your palms were wet. You had like that tenseness. You had the apprehension because you literally were in that situation where it's like one bullet will kill you. It'll either wound you and make you extremely slow, or it will outright kill you. And that's the Ghost Recon I grew up with. And then Wildlands is great. Don't get me wrong, like, Wildlands is beautiful. But I mean, you can take a couple shots and then you'll just regen, and then you'll go about your business. And it's not the same. Yeah, exactly. And the last thing I would say on that, to coincide with what you're saying and improving, I would hope that they would give like a game mode, where pretty much it would keep that realism, where it's like, okay, you can only take like a couple shots and then you're dead. Like, they did a good job with that in Wildlands, where they did introduce like a harder game mode where I think it was like if you got down twice, you was done. I think on the second time of getting downed, and it was like game over. But it was pretty much more like, you took like one shot, you went down, you got revived, you got back up. If you took another shot somewhere else in the mission, you was just down, and it just said game over. Like, that was believable. that was believable. But if they have something like that game mode again, where it's like, oh, you get shot one time and then you're just done for that mission, I would play that game mode because it would make more sense. It's like you get shot in the chest or in the head. Oh yeah, you're downed immediately. Yeah, game over. You're done, and then you would just have to restart that level. If they have a game mode like that, yeah, I would play it. I would play that game mode. And I know they're gonna just put in, their regular, easy, normal, hard mode as usual, and then they'll give you that hardcore mode. And I think that's what they called it for Wildlands. But yeah, I would totally go along with that. Because Future Soldier was also a good one too. That was a really good game. They did a great job with the camo. They did a great job with the weapons, with the cover system, with the teammate AI. I love the sections where you had to like take care of an escort target. They made those missions really good, where it turned into like a shooter on rail, but it didn't really feel like a full-on shooter on rail. The way that they had the camera angles and the cinematics when you was actually doing those VIP, huddle up type of sections, it felt really believable. So it kind of immersed you in that mode. It didn't make you feel like, yeah, I'm just shooting on rails. They're controlling where I'm going, which we already knew that, but it was just very believable. Plus, eventually, they do have to get into that point, because Future Soldier and a lot of those titles were in the 2020s, and we're in 2022 now. So I mean, a lot of the technology that they were using in those games, or thinking of, a lot of that technology is already here now too. Anyway, so I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with them doing any more of those Future Soldier type games, or going back. And then I think also to piggyback on, since we're talking about Ubisoft, I believe they're also trying to do a remake of the original Splinter Cell, but I'm also hoping that they will actually make another Splinter Cell title and actually get back into that, because I like when Michael Ironside was the voice, but I don't know if he wants to come back and reprise his voice for the remake, but I would rather see him come back in another game. But then that also begs the question, are they going to bring him back, if he does come back, for a new title as old Sam Fisher? Or would they just, do the remake, and then after that, if it does good, would they do a new one and then bring him back and be like, hey, we're going to do another, we're going to do another game, but it's going to be when Sam was younger. Unless they want to just keep going down this path where he's, a little bit older. Either way, I'd play it. If they treat him like, like old Snake from Metal Gear Solid 4, and they just leave him as, old Sam Fisher, I'd still play it. I would still play it. Because they had him in Wildlands as one of the DLC missions. They brought him in there, and he was still moving around pretty well in there. And I was like, okay, that's believable. That's believable. He's not that old yet. Let me see here what you said. Okay, the hostage holder. Okay. Yeah, because in the story, in the campaign mode, it was literally the creators literally made the path, and it was like, okay, you got the VIP, and then the campaign was like, it's going to be now a shooter on rails. Make this whole section and then go from there. And then once you let go of that VIP, then the game lets you take control again. But that's actually pretty good in the multiplayer. That makes sense then. That makes sense. I got to play the multiplayer a little bit of that game, so I'm glad that I at least got to try out that game when I had my Xbox at the time, and my Xbox Live. But the last time I actually did multiplayer before that was Vegas 1 and Vegas 2, and those were a lot of fun. But yeah. I know I don't really do a lot of player versus player or PvPs as it is, but yeah. I would probably also give Ready or Not's PvP a chance too, because I know I was talking with Don, and pretty much there's a lot of PvPs I really don't want to do, but I'll give it a try. Like especially like Hell Let Loose and stuff like that, and Squad. I'll do it for the team. It's not really my cup of tea, but I do it for the team, and I do like Squad, and I do like Hell Let Loose. Hell Let Loose has actually been really fun. I have enjoyed the time playing that. I do need to get back in there. Probably have to ask Bell and the guys, are they gonna go in there and play it one day? because that's the only game I actually haven't gone in and just played with randoms. Like, just I can go on a squad if need be and play with randoms, but something about Hell Let Loose, I don't want to get in there by myself. It just kind of seems annoying to play that by myself. I think it's more so just because it's older weapons and equipment, and it's not like I have an ACOG and I can just run around and do my own thing, you know, or just run with a team and just, you know, do my own thing. You know, I kind of feel like I need more communication, more teamwork, because it is World War II and because it is, you know, an older scale conflict. Yeah, they're doing a great job with that game right now. Like, no lies there. They are. It is coming along nicely. Alright, so the good news is I'm coming up on the end of this job, and then we can pick the next job, and then go from there. And then that'll probably take me through to the end of my stream. So let me knock out this job, because this one is almost done, and I'm gonna read your message. I can't see my phone right at the moment, but let me just pull this up. There we go. What do they have for me? It's probably going to be against the wall. Yep, going to be against the wall. And we're going against the wall. And then I will read your message. Let me see. Will it take it? There we go. It took it. Alright. Let me see what we got here. Alright, so Jamaican Girl, we are pretty much just in Fresno, California right now. I just delivered furniture from Bend, Oregon, and I just dropped it off at Fresno. So pretty much, I'm trying to see if I can pick another job from California right now, and we're going to just pick one, and then I'll do that job, and then we'll see where I go from there. And then for you, Snowy, yeah, at least for you, you can actually snipe because you got the scope and everything, so that works out. I know for me, I normally just follow people around as a medic, so I would have to go from there. But just to get back to everybody, I'm going to let my driver sleep first. I'm going to get gas, and then I'll let you guys pick the next job, and then we'll go from there. So let me just stop this for a moment. First things first, he needs to rest. So I'm going to go here, fix my vehicle, rest him up. I'm going to get gas, and then we'll pick a job from there. And I'm glad that it's conveniently right there, too.
Turn left.
Alright, so as you can see, we got the palm trees, Jamaican Girl, we got everything right here. Everything's looking pretty good. We're in sunny California. It's a Monday for them. And I'm gonna just get this. Nope, I'm gonna roll out. There we go. Let me see. There we go. Let me fix my truck first. Yeah, good old California. Now, if you pick another job for me to stay in California, then we'll go from there. So, give him sleep, and we will go from there. And it should take me into the nighttime because it's already 5:40 in the afternoon. So this will probably speed the game up by like 8 or 9 hours. But either way, it's gonna put it into nighttime for the driver. Yeah, sun is up there. Everything's looking good. Got the palm trees. Unfortunately, it's gonna go to nighttime now. Yeah. Hopefully, the next time I finish the job, it will take us back to daytime. So we're gonna do right now. I have to pick the next job. So we're in Fresno right now. So I'm going to pick a job from Fresno. We have the list right here now. Before I get started, does anyone want me to actually stay in California? Or do we want to just like look for something that's out? Because right now, a lot of these positions are... You want to stay in California? Let me see. Because right now they don't have anything for California. So go to the second page. I'm looking for California. Yeah, unfortunately I don't have New York City. I'm sorry. The game doesn't give me that DLC yet. As you can see, only states I have are these states right here. That's the only states they have right now. So I can only stay on the West Coast. Doesn't matter. Alright, so it doesn't matter for Jamaican girl. For you, Snow, do you have a preference? To LA. Can I actually do that? All we have right now, we only have all of these spots right around me, and that's pretty much it. Everything's right here. LA's right here. Alright, well, let me go stay in. Let me see. Well, here's Fresno to Los Angeles. Here's one right here. Apparently, it's going to be a very small trailer. It's going to be a very small trailer. Let me see. Is there any other Los Angeles? No, there isn't. Alright, so I'll just do this simple job. This is going to be a very small trailer. I'll knock out this one, and then it'll take us to Los Angeles.
Drive safe.
And then I'll have enough time to do another job after this one. This is going to be a nice short drive. Alright. We will stay within California. And I will take us from Fresno to Los Angeles. Now, the funny thing is, this trailer is going to be... Get back on my side of the road. This trailer is going to be laughably small. Yeah, the drive, I'm glad you actually enjoy the drive. The drive is actually pretty good for a lot of people. I usually try to watch other people do their streams when they can. And watch people on YouTube, because it's very relaxing just doing the drive. So I understand where you're coming from on that one. Let's see here. I think this trailer is going to hang slightly. Let me see here. It should let me go that way. Pull up a little bit. There we go. Alright, so it's going to be a small delivery. Can I make it bigger, or is it going to be small? Yes, I can make it bigger. Alright, because that would just look really ridiculous. This one, I'm going to go with the longer trailer. Because it would literally just be hanging at a weird angle on the back of my car. So we got car parts from Tesla going to Amazon, and it's Fresno to Los Angeles. So going to Amazon, take the job, get a regular size trailer, excuse me. Trailer should be right up ahead. No one's coming along. Beautiful. Another double. But that's not my trailer. Although they should give me those trailers instead. Alright, we got the green one. Touching the wall. Touching the wall. Touching the wall. Touching the wall. There she is. Her up a little bit more, and she's in. Yeah, I actually like the Tesla trailers. Unfortunately, they don't give us the Tesla trailers. I don't know why. Now we're gonna rock on out now. Let's see here. hit that trailer into that trailer. Bring it around. And bring it around. There we go. Technically, I can listen to music, but I have to actually upload music into... There's a folder for music on this game, and if I go online, I can actually research how to do it. But there is a folder for music, and if I actually add my own music into the game, I would actually press R, and it would turn on the in-game radio. But I also don't know if Twitch would allow me to actually play music while I'm streaming. It might be like a copyright issue, and I believe it would actually, if it's music that I cannot actually play, it would just mute that part of my stream. So, you know, I'd be talking, but, you know, you probably wouldn't be able to hear me because that whole section would be muted because that's their rules. So, pretty much, I could play the music if I'm playing the game by myself and I'm not streaming. But since I'm streaming publicly, you know, it's licensed music, they would just be like, no, and Twitch would just mute it. And it is in the rules for Twitch. And it has happened before, because I did have music playing in the background. I know my girlfriend was actually playing music one time in the background of one of my streams, and then I actually found out because they gave me a notice and they said the music was playing and it was something about, you know, something about copyrighted music, blah, 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 blah. And it just said that whole section was muted, and it did say muted due to copyright restrictions, and then it just went from there. Yeah, because the only thing that would happen is people would be watching my stream, and then there'd be a whole section that would just be completely muted, and there's nothing I can do about that. So, pretty much all of my streams for this game and for European have been just me talking and, you know, everyone hearing what's going on in-game. And that's pretty much just been the safest bet so far. So I'm trying to see if I want to stay in this lane. And I don't want to stay in this lane. That's a good thing I did, because I would have been stuck at that light again. I probably have to stay in this lane anyway. So right now, it's telling me I am delivering car parts. So it says I'm delivering car parts from Tesla in Fresno to an Amazon distribution center in Los Angeles, and it's going to be a short job. It's only 10 hours and it only pays $8,794. So it's going to be a very simple job, because I know Snowy said California, you said California, and I forgot, one of you guys said something about Los Angeles. I believe it was Snowy. So we're going to stay right here in Los Angeles. So I went Fresno to Los Angeles, and the only job that they had between those 2 points was Tesla auto car parts. So I'm under the impression that it's probably Tesla car parts, because it is Tesla. And they're probably sending it to a distribution center in Amazon, probably to deliver to another company or another Tesla company. Or maybe they're just parts that are going to be delivered, you know, to certified companies, you know, like dealerships that, you know, can take care of repairing the cars. Or it could be delivered to a dealership, you know, that has a repair center, and they're going to repair your car. I don't know how Tesla handles the repairs of their vehicles. They probably have their own facilities, but if it was like regular companies that just had car parts being delivered to dealerships or a repair shop, it'd probably just be something like that, and they would just send it to that company, and they'd be like, hey, we have your part in stock now, blah, 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 and then they just, you know, go from there. So to me, it just sounds like it's just, you know, parts being delivered, you know, to like repair people's Teslas and stuff like that. Because 9 out of 10 times, those Amazon place is literally going to be a distribution center. It always looks like a distribution center. And I just, you know, deliver the cargo and I go about my business. And let me see what you guys said here. Car parts to Amazon, let me see. I mean, I could crash into somebody right now. It would damage my truck, but I could crash into someone and make it a little bit realistic. But yeah, it would set me back a little bit. Well, at least you actually get to see the drive. Now, I know it's not going to be like full-on, completely realistic to, for you, for this drive, but hopefully at least it'll look reminiscent to you, because I know for me, I'm from Jersey, so, I hope to God that eventually they will have the East Coast, and then, I'm still playing this game by then. I would like to actually see what New Jersey would look like if they put it in game. So hopefully Fresno to California would look pretty good to you at least. So you can at least give me like an accurate picture of, how it feels, and then I can get some inkling of, okay, well they did that for Snowy, maybe they'll, do that for me when they hit the New Jersey, and then, I can just go from there. Let's see what's going on here. Switching lanes? Yes, they are. Switching lanes. And I will check both of your messages in one moment. Let me just stick to this traffic accident. Well, there's one accident for you. That was one. The crash one. So I was actually doing 65. Now, the game says that in this area it wants me to do 55, but I literally turned off ticketing offenses. So if I'm going over the speed limit and a cop sees me, they actually give me a ticket. But I feel it's unrealistic to be doing 55 on the highway when normally in real life we see big rigs and everyone else doing faster than 55. Normally, I'm just gonna I just do the real speed limit for real life. The in-game speed limit doesn't feel like it's realistic to me. And usually when I'm doing the in-game speed limit, most of the time I'm getting to the job a little bit late. So it makes sense for me to actually just do the job at my speed, and in that way I get there on time, always on time. I don't have any issues unless there's like a major traffic accident like the one we saw, and then it would just, make me detour. Yeah, Snowy did bring it up into existence. We got that first crash. We'll see if there's any others, but that's pretty much it right now. We just need 3 more. I see your message, Snow. I'm gonna grab your message in 1 minute. I just want to make sure I don't cause a crash. Let me just keep my drive in line here. When I get to another straightaway, I will check your message. I have a straightaway coming up ahead. I'm gonna wait to get around this bend, and then I'm gonna read both your messages. All right, good stuff. All right, cool. Here we go. Let's see what you got here. See, I've never seen any cars on fire. I know I went to California one time with my girlfriend, and we had a good time in that trip, but didn't see any cars on fire, didn't see any accidents, but I did see a lot of traffic jams, and in the 6 lanes, all the lanes of just traffic. It was amazing. Not in a good way, but it was just like amazing, and okay, I get it. That's a lot of traffic. But I have seen cars on fire over here on my end, so that is, yeah. Also, let's see how much time we have left right now. Because, alright, so we still have enough time right now to get to Los Angeles. We're here in Bakersfield. There may be some more accidents between here and there. We'll see. It may or may not be there, so we'll just keep on driving, see what happens. Also, Thogel, thank you for following me as well. Hopefully you're still watching the stream. And even if you're not watching the stream, you may just watch this again at a later time. And I will be following you once I finish this stream. So, thank you for that as well. So now I'm really going over the speed limit right now. I love how they had a truck-only lane, so now I have to stay in the truck-only lane. But literally it says truck-only lane, and there's vehicles in my lane. That makes no sense. Yeah, you see, yeah, it literally said truck-only lane, and these cars are in my lane. Now it's just a regular lane again, but I'm just like, that makes no sense. Like, no. I'm going back to my lane. I was in the middle. Yeah, you saw that. That was horrible.
Stay left.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay away from truck only lanes right now because the AI they don't follow that rule. And most of the time, those lanes are just letting you, you know, move at the speed you need to move at. Alright, so we're getting closer to Los Angeles for you, Snow, and for you, Jamaican girl. We're making good time right now.
Stay left.
I see Los Angeles is to the right, but my job is probably in another part of Los Angeles, so I'm still staying left as if I'm going to San Diego, so probably a little bit closer on the outskirts of leaving Los Angeles, probably why it's not letting me go into the heart of LA.
Stay left. Stay left.
Oh, and look at that. I believe we have our second accident. We have 2 accidents right now. Now you got 2. two accidents. We need 2 more. We need 2 more. Yup, it's a truck. Yep, see, yup, the trailer's broken. You can see it. It got dented in, and it's Walmart. So let's see if we can get 2 more. Make it realistic for you. Hopefully the game gives you something else in here. I'll find out. Okay. This should be enough distance to let me actually do that loop. So hopefully it will let me get onto that highway and get right back on track. So we'll find out in 1 minute.
Exit right. Turn left.
Thank God I did not have to stay on that hill. There we go.
Stay left. Then stay right. Stay right.
Okay, good. It's okay. I see other traffic there. So we're far enough away from the traffic accident, so I can get back on my route. Yeah, there it is again. Yep. Alright, so we got half of the accidents, Snowy. We got half of the accidents. We got 2 out of 4, so it looks like there was nothing else that crashed between here and there.
Exit right.
But at least it gave 2 accidents.
Exit right.
Did it feel a little bit realistic to you so far? No? Unrealistic 0-10. Nope, I got stuck on that hill.
Turn right.
The game failed. Game over. We failed. We'll get them next time. I'm trying to see why this bus is just still sitting there. There you go. There you go, Greyhound.
Turn right.
Man, that's a lot of traffic. We got a little traffic jam build up right here, but not really a major traffic jam, but it's there. There's Amazon. And yep, it is literally another distribution center. Looks like a old Best Buy building right there. Yeah, it does capture it real well. There we go. Come around that corner. They do want me to park it up there. around. There we go. That's right, we're bringing those car parts. There we go. And we are done. And we are done with that job. Let me just put this bad boy right here. Lock it down. Turn that off. Let's get this next job going right now. Still got plenty of time until 1 in the morning. It's 12:15, so let's go. Let's get this next job rolling. First things first, as usual, still have to get the gas. Got to give my driver the rest. And we will go from there. Let me see. Do we have... Yeah, we got rest and we have repair station right across the street.
Here we go.
I'm going to knock that out first and then get some gas and then do the next job. That nice Cadillac, got that little Camaro right there. Am I on the line? Get a little bit here. Bam, there we go.
It was a nice ride.
Repair my truck again. Always repairs. Yep, wheels took a little damage. The usual $100, $99. The usual wear and tear. Let's give them some rest. Then I will grab us some gas. First things first, let's get the next job going first. So we're in Los Angeles. That's diesel gas. Now, you want me to stay in LA or shall I just continue into another area right now? You got it. So I think what I will do... There was one that I actually liked so far. Let me see. Oh, that's close. That's too close. No, it's too close. Let me go to... I might want to do... I want to do this one? Or do I want to do this one? Oh no, that one's going through Utah. But I only have one trailer. Let's go. We're going back for Utah again, Snell. Yeah, we're going for Utah.
Time to get the job done.
Let us probably never speak of this one again.
Turn left.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. I would not want to be driving through there either. It's just I can't. I can't. But to be fair, I only have one trailer, so it's not a triple or a double. So at least I can still drive through it with just that one trailer. So I'll just take one gas tanker. I think it's the job for ethanol. I think there's two jobs for ethanol. One was going to Colorado, the other one was going through Utah into Idaho. So I'm just going to go to Idaho because I haven't been in Utah or Idaho for quite some time on this game. So I'll just play it safe and we'll do that route. Because I've been to Colorado plenty of times on this game. I love Colorado and I already have a headquarters in Colorado on the game. So I'm not even going to take a job from California over there. I would have done New Mexico or something like that, but I wanted to try one of the fuel tankers. It's very rare for me to use the fuel tankers, so it's nice to see that one of these jobs actually has a fuel tanker, so I'll just do that. I still need to get gas, but I'll probably just start the job, grab gas when I can, and keep going from there. So that would just work out for me.
Stay left, then turn left. Turn left.
Alright, let's get this job going.
Stay right, then turn left. Turn right.
Oh yeah, good news, there is a gas station right there. So at least the good news is let me fuel up first before I handle this job. It's gonna be a long job. There we go.
It's all over now.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do this job some justice. It's gonna be nice. I've done the Exxon tanker before, but that long Chevron one, Gonna put in some work with that one today. Apparently, this pickup seems to be in Los Angeles, California. And let me see if I can pull up the map.
Let's do this.
Apparently, it's between Carlsbad and Los Angeles. It's at an Exxon Mobil refinery. If that helps you. So right here is Los Angeles, between Los Angeles and Carlsbad. Nice. Well, apparently it's right there, and I'm like, all right, well, we're gonna leave that location, and we're gonna take a nice long journey all the way up here to Twin Falls to another Exxon refinery. It's rock and roll time. Oh yeah, I got the big boy trailer. Oh yeah, we got the big boy trailer. Putting in work. Oh yeah. Here we go.
Turn left.
All right, and now we are on our way.
Get ready to turn left. Go straight. Get ready to turn right.
So we're going to have a nice long journey from California to Idaho. This is going to go longer than the 2 hours of the stream. This is going to be a nice, good, long one to finish out the stream on. I'm going to get my water. I'm going to sit here and drink a little bit and relax, have my snacks, and we're going to do this drive.
Turn left. Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Alright, so now we are finally on the highway, and it's time to get this rolling. least the good news is it's finally trucks in the truck lane. I would be in the middle lane, but I am driving pretty slow because I do have a heavy load on the back. So, truck lane is going to be it for me right now. Alright, truck lane is officially done. Cruising over. Now I can really open up now. Because we're going to be driving for quite some time. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep this nice speed limit. Even though I should be doing 80, but making good travel time at least. And go figure, a cop would come in front, slow it down. Uphill right now, losing a little bit of my momentum and speed, trying to maintain. Good news is I only have to go until 4 a.m. and then the sun will come back up. So looking pretty good right now. This is around 1 in the morning. Just gonna keep on cruising. Yep. Coming through Nevada. And okay. Still making good time.
Stay left.
Rainbow Six Las Vegas, beautiful. Back in Vegas.
Stay left.
Stay where I can stay in the middle lane. I just keep on cruising. I believe I still have gasoline because I know the other job was diesel going to Colorado. This one should be gasoline going to Idaho. I believe I have gasoline. I have gasoline. Yep. Okay. But still for the Exxon company, so. Driving a diesel-powered truck delivering gasoline. It's beautiful. Now we're going through Nevada. After this, should be hitting right into Utah. Work my way through Utah so I can get right into Idaho. Got that Amazon Prime delivery. Oh man. Yeah, got the Amazon. Yup, Amazon Prime. Give me one moment. Let me get on this straightaway. Nice. How's the chair? How's the new one so far? Hopefully it's to your liking. Let me get on this next straightaway. I can get your message. Come straight away. Yeah, that's not bad. They actually must have been moving real fast. They probably were moving as fast as I'm moving right now, within the rules of the law at least. But they were probably just zooming. One of my friends said the same thing. He was like, yeah, he was delivering stuff, and then like a day later, you know, everything came. So they're doing really good with their shipping right now, logistics on that part. Also, I'm glad the cheer is actually pretty good for you. Alright, I can bypass this one. Beautiful. There we go. There's some nice looking rest areas. Okay. This is another tunnel. Nice. Yeah, that probably would make more sense if they're just like contracting to just like a local place. Yeah, because that is a pretty close shipping job for you then for your order. Probably would make the most sense now that I'm sitting there. Yeah, thinking about that would make the most sense. Man, that truck came on the highway real fast. He just literally zoomed right up in there. A little pickup truck in front of me. The corner of my eye, he just zoomed right on, like zoom. Hey, I said not today. Stay at 67 right now. I left it on cruise control. Take a little break right there off the gas pedal right now. the sun should be coming up shortly. It's already past 5, it's 5:24. So now in-game sun will be rising shortly. Just going through Cedar City right now. I'll have to take a look and see what that is in a minute. See where I am right now in relation between Nevada. So we just got through Nevada and we are now in Utah, so that's good. Still working our way up. Just gonna keep on track. So we're now in Utah, Snowy, just giving you a heads up. Hopefully I can just stay on the main highway and I won't have to get into any towns because I just have to get through Utah and get right into Idaho. Yeah, I'm already in it. It's just, yeah, hopefully I don't have to get off of the highway, because when you get into the towns, then the roads just become just ridiculous. It's just absurd. So hopefully they'll just let me stay where I need to stay. There won't be any issues. This good news is the sun's coming up shortly. Looking real good. High beams are off now. And I just want to cruise through here as best as possible. Coming up on my 2 hour mark, excuse me. But I'm doing this job to completion as usual, so we're going to be here for a little bit longer, so that's good. I just got to get through Utah and then we'll be right in Idaho, so we're looking good. I'm already 2 hours in and 9 seconds, so we're looking good now. Putting in that work. I'm trying to drive as fast as I possibly can and just keep pushing through Utah as fast as possible. Apparently even the in-game speed limit is literally 80. They're just like, yeah, keep pushing through, keep pushing through. Alright, so we're passing Provo, Utah right now. Alright, so we're looking pretty good. We just gotta get through 3 more cities, and then we're out of Utah, and then we're right into Idaho. Just staying on this highway.
Stay left.
Alright, so my driver is getting tired. I may have to get a rest area soon before I finish this job, so that should be a problem. Let me see how much time I have left. 25 hours. Yeah, I know it is. Yeah, I only got, I think, 2 or 3 more cities to go through. Once the bed turns red, I'm going to have to actually give my driver rest, so if I can get through Utah before it turns red, that's even better. If not, then I'm going to have to pull off somewhere. Hopefully it'll be like a rest area on the highway and not coming off the highway, so that'll be good. So I'm going to... Oh, nope, never mind. The bed just turned red. Go figure. Let me see if there's a route. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. There's a route right here. I can just sleep right here. I don't even have to come off. I don't even have to come off the highway. Actually, let me see. No, I'd have to come off the highway for that one. Yeah, we're gonna just sleep right here. So that's good.
Stay right, and then exit right.
Excuse me. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You guys are in the wrong lane. You're cars. You're cars, not trucks.
Exit right.
Wow, the AI. That would have been an accident right there too in real life. That's ridiculous. They're all in the wrong lane. Alright, I need to park. Goodbye. Let's see, where can I park? Oh, I could have parked right over there. That's poor. Yeah, I came off the wrong way. I came off the wrong way. You know what? I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna be a rebel. I'm parking the wrong way, because I don't have time for that. Yeah, let's put you right there. Tell him to go to sleep. Alright. Waking up. There we go. And pick up our trailer again. We're gonna roll on out of here. There we go. Yeah, it's highly flammable. Oh yeah. Bringing in that gasoline. Yes.
Time to hit the road.
There we go. ExxonMobil again. Alright, now let's continue to get out of Utah. Thank God I didn't have to come off the highway for anything. Even the game was just like, no, you're going to have to take a rest in Utah, stay longer. And I'm like, no, the speed limit says 75, I want to get out of here. See, how much time do I have left? 14 hours, beautiful. the good news is I have enough gasoline to finish this job. I can always get gasoline for my next stream next week. But I have enough gas to finish this job. And the speed limits are literally 80. Just keep passing through. That's all. Just pass on through. Another Amazon Prime. Yes, we're in Idaho now. We're in Idaho. Just passed through the border. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now in Idaho. It is beautiful. Almost done this job. So we are finally in Idaho. Well, not finally, but we've been in Idaho for a good 10 minutes, but pretty much coming up on the end of my destination. Yep, there it is.
Stay right, and then exit right.
The final leg of the journey, final stretch. They're gonna get their gasoline.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Beautiful. Just beautiful.
Stay right, then turn right. Turn right.
Los Angeles. I just came from Los Angeles.
Turn right.
Oh yeah, they're gonna get their gas. Now it's telling me the job is over there, but I'm literally coming down a side road. What's going on here?
You have arrived at your destination. Route guidance is now
No, I haven't. My destination is literally over there. This is strange. That's the strangest thing. There's an air balloon up there. This is the strangest thing. Can I get in here? I feel like... Okay, I feel like they missed the mark here. They had me just do a complete circle on this. Hold up, I'm going in here. They had me do a complete circle for no reason. Cut through. Where is this delivery? Where is this delivery? There it is. Yeah, clearly there was a problem there. They were mistaken. Clearly. Clearly I'm gonna have to come back around. Yep. We're gonna come back around. So it wasn't another fuel distribution center, it was a refinery, it was just I guess a gas station. For fuel some gasoline over here, yep. Alright. That was new to me. No, I'm not skipping it. I'm gonna pull up. I'll get paid. There we go. And that is the end of that job. Gorgeous. Whew, okay. So we just took care of going from California all the way into Idaho. Yeah, man, that was a drive. That was a drive. Oh, and I leveled up to level 40. Beautiful. That was a drive. So I know not next week, but the week after next week, I will be back on part 26 for European Truck Simulator 2 on that Thursday. But next Friday, I will have the next part for American Truck Simulator, same time, 11 p.m. Eastern. And for those tuning in, since it's Saturday for me, I will be streaming again tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern for an armor group called WSC. I'm a combat medic. I'll be on there playing Armor 3 tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. And again, next week, I will be streaming again for American Truck. So again, my normal streams is usually 11 p.m. Eastern on Fridays and 7 p.m. Eastern on Saturdays. And for those that were tuning in, hopefully everybody enjoyed this stream, and hopefully everyone just enjoyed the time here. You all continue to take care. You all have a good one. Snowy, Jamaican girl, both of y'all have a good one. Everybody else, you continue to have a good one, and I will be back on here later on tonight. Thank you, my brother. Take care as always, Snow.